Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is David and in this video I will show you how to play the game Run Bunny Run. And I can do so with thanks to Henmark Games who provided me with this copy. And in this game one player is gonna be the rabbit trying to get to his rabbit hole, while the other player or players, it's for 2 up to 5 players, try to catch the rabbit before it gets home. And we're literally gonna chase each other around the table, so please let me show you how it's played. The player that will be the rabbit takes the deck of rabbit cards. The other players take a wolf deck. When playing with only 2 players, the player that's playing the wolf will take 2 sets of the cards. Otherwise all other players will simply take 1 deck per player. So in this case, let's say we're playing with the red and yellow wolves versus the rabbit. And the rabbit needs to get to one of his 2 rabbit holes. And the rulebook will tell you how to set up the table when playing with the amount of players that you're playing with. And the white spaces you use to calculate the distance between the cards. So it might look like this, although this distance has to be bigger. Just for now, for the purpose of this video, I will put this card over here. And of course you're also free to make up your own setup. But each round all players will choose 1 card. So starting with the rabbit, they will choose 1 card. And they will not show what they've played, they put it in front of them until all players have chosen a card. The rabbit needs to get to one of the holes and the wolves try to tag the rabbit to win the game. And we'll be moving around using the cards we have. And I'll show you how that works with, for example, this card for the red wolf. And the yellow wolf will maybe try to use this card. When all players have chosen their card, first it's up to the rabbit to show what's gonna happen. And it's important, the rabbit player will put the new card underneath the old card and will need to cover up the brown area. So in this case I might put this one over here. Then you remove your old card and return it to your hand, so you can use that card in the next round again. So my rabbit now moved from here to here. When you don't hit any objects, your hole or an obstacle, or maybe get off the table, then it's up to the wolf players to see what they are gonna do. So the red wolf will show his card. And now it's important, the rabbit puts the card underneath the old card, the wolves will put the card on top of the new card. So the rabbit player knows for sure where the next card will go. And so the rabbit card is a little more agile, but the wolves counter that with having more numbers on the table. And also the old card will be removed and goes back into the hand of the wolf player. And of course you try to keep the cards in place as best as possible. And the yellow wolf has to cover this area, so you put this paw of the old card on the paw of the other card, like this, and again the old card gets returned. No cards touching anything, so we'll simply go on to the next round. But now the rabbit knows the next card will go this way and this card will go this way. So how is this rabbit gonna avoid the wolves? Well, we'll simply take another card. And I'm not gonna do too much of preparation just for this video. I think the red player will take that card and this player might wanna go to the south. So maybe with this card. Let's see. Again, the rabbit goes first. And it has to put this side underneath the card that's already there. So it can go over here. But maybe we want to try a gamble and put it over here. Hopefully we'll surprise the red wolf and this card will return. Nothing touched. The red wolf, this one has to go on top. We'll put his paw on top of the other paw. So it will be here. And the yellow player is gonna touch, no, it's not gonna touch the rabbit. So lucky for the rabbit. Although the rabbit might have a problem now, because the next card the yellow wolf will play will be like this. The yellow wolf touches the card that has the wall, but that's okay. The wall can be touched and run over by the wolves, only the rabbit is not allowed to touch the card with the wall. But you can also put a fence over here, then the wolf is not allowed to touch the fence and the rabbit can cross the fence. Or, if you want to make it more fair, you put a tree in the middle. None of the players can touch the tree. If you touch one of the obstacles and you're not allowed to do so, say I am the rabbit and I accidentally touch the card with the wall, then one of the wolf players can randomly draw one card from my hand. I lose that card for the next round, and after the next round I will get this card returned to me so I can use it again. But your penalty is losing one card for the next round if you touch something you're not allowed to. At any moment, if the rabbit card touches one of the wolf cards, or the wolf card touches one of the rabbit cards, the rabbit immediately loses and all wolves have won. The rabbit instant wins when his card touches one of his holes, even if one of the wolf cards is also touching the hole, but as long as it's not touching the rabbit has returned home safely. And so with these obstacles you can make the track more challenging. None of the players can touch the tree, because then they will lose one card for the next round. The rabbits cannot touch the wall, and the wolves are not allowed to touch the fence. And also the size of your table matters. The edge of the table will be a cliff, so if at any point your card will stick out of the table, it means you've fallen in the cliff. Again, the enemies will take one card from your deck, and for the next round, before you take your next move, you are allowed to turn the card to make it possible for you to get away to safety in this turn. And so that is how you play Run Bunny Run. Of course, you're allowed to create your own area to play in. The bunny will run around trying to get to his hole by putting the new card underneath the card he played in the previous turn, while the wolves have to play their cards on top of the previous card. So the rabbit has some information on where the wolf will appear in the next round, but the wolves have advantage in outnumbering the single rabbit. Thanks again to Henmar Games for having me this review copy. If you have any questions about Run Bunny Run, please feel free to ask them in the comments below. My name is David, thank you for watching and hope to see you next time.